Hey, so I wanted to pop on here today and talk about how to build confidence when you're just starting out. So, a limiting belief that I see come up in just about everybody that I speak to, people who are starting new businesses, is a lack of self confidence. And while this is totally normal to feel this way, I mean, why would you feel confident doing something that you've never done before? It definitely does not mean that you're not cut out for this or that you're not good enough. It's just something new, something that you need to overcome. So think of something that was once challenging that you can now do without even thinking. Maybe that's driving for a lot of us. I'm sure when you were 16 behind your dad's steering wheel for the first time, it was hands at 10 and 2, 100% laser focused. You maybe even turned off the radio because you were so nervous. And now, you can probably get just about anywhere without even thinking about it. It's just so natural. It's so second nature to you now. You probably have, a coffee in one hand, you're texting four different people in the other hand, and while I'm not condoning texting and driving, you guys know exactly what I mean by this. So step one to gain self-confidence when you're just starting out is to take action. So now, while this might seem counterintuitive because you're probably thinking, Elisa, I don't want to take the action yet because I'm not confident enough yet. That confidence is never just going to magically appear. And I promise you that the fear of the thing is probably so much worse than the actual thing itself, whatever it is for you. So what actions can you start taking now? Big or small. So maybe that's, write that blog post about the topic that you're passionate. Maybe it's just sharing your business idea with your friends, or even better, with someone who you think you can actually help, someone who could potentially be your first client. Find people doing what you want to do for inspiration, and prove that your goal is possible. If you want to be a mindset coach, let's say, maybe find Facebook groups for coaches like this, or join a coaching program yourself. If you can't think of any action, you actually have no idea what to do next, think of the already successful mindset coach, if that's what you want to do, or whatever it is you want to be doing. Think of the successful version, already has what you want to have, version of yourself. And think, what would this person be doing? What actions would this person be taking? In the example of the mindset coach, well, one, they'd probably be working on their own mindset daily, every single day, showing up, doing their mindset practices, and they're probably creating content for their audience. They're learning what their audience wants to learn, and they're creating that content and they're sharing it. Those are just a few ideas. If you still absolutely can't think of anything, shoot me a DM or book a free coaching call with me. There should be a link, wherever you're watching this from, to book a free call with me. Because I've learned so much more and so much faster too by actually doing, by actually taking action, opposed to just sitting in, analysis paralysis, wondering, well, is this a good idea? Am I good at this? Do people even want this? It's literally going to drive you and everyone around you insane. And the clarity to all of these questions is going to come from actually taking action, rather than just sitting and thinking about them continuously in your head. And to get started, know that you don't need to be an expert. You just have to be one step ahead of your ideal client. So I'll say that again. To get started, you do not need to be an expert. You don't have to know all of the things. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to be one step ahead of your ideal client. And I still totally have days like this where I feel, maybe not like an expert enough to help anybody, right? And this usually comes after comparing myself to someone who is way ahead of me, maybe someone who's been in business for 10 years, who's made millions of dollars already. So to me, I'm looking at these people thinking, these guys are rock stars, and it just makes me think, well, who am I, to teach other people? Who am I to coach other people? But then when I'm actually speaking to my clients, or just even creating videos like this for you guys, or DMing you guys, or just talking with you guys, doing the action, right? Back to step one. And when I actually see the transformations, I see that I'm helping people just by sharing what I know, it suddenly makes me feel like the rock star, So know that you don't need to have it all figured out. You don't. You don't need 10 years of experience either. You just need a solid plan of how to get you from point A to point B. So maybe point B for you, your goal is to have 10K months, be fully booked out with coaching clients and making 10K months. So now work backwards from that, right? So one, how many clients do you need to actually make $10,000 a month? And then two, how many people do you actually need to speak to in order to get that many clients? And then, go further back from there. What are you going to do in order to show up in front of that many people, in order for that many people to even see your offer, to take action on it? And then just keep going backwards until you're at the small daily actions that you need to be taking consistently to reach that bigger goal. So having a solid plan for your business, one that if I just follow it, if I just do these things every day, I'm going to succeed, is going to help you so much with your confidence. So if this sounds like something you want to talk about, creating a plan for your business, talking about, what your point A, where you are now is, and where your point B is, and, writing those clear steps of what's going to get you there, book a free call with me. We can talk about this together. We can map this out together. So it's just alisareality.com/free call. And I really hope this was helpful, guys. Please send me your feedback, send me your takeaways. If there's anything else that you guys are really struggling with, let me know so I can talk about it for future videos. And if that sounds like something you want to do, create a plan for your business. You want to know exactly what you should be doing every single day to get you to where you want to be in your business, or even if that's just starting your business, launching that business, creating that program, creating that course. Book a free call with me. We can map this out together, create that clear business plan for you guys to help you show up, gain the confidence to show up daily and serve your audience. So thanks, guys.